Welcome to Viewer's Choice, the show where you tell me what to do. Today's episode comes from my personal friend, Caden, who says, you should build a robot that destroys all of humanity. Or, if that for whatever reason doesn't work, then reenact some of your favorite movie scenes with dollar store supplies. I get the feeling that that first one will not work, but that's okay because I absolutely can do the second one. Alright, so I decided not to film inside Dollar Tree, so instead, welcome to my Dollar Tree haul. I'm sitting on the floor, so I don't have my tripod or my ring light right now, which is why the lighting is different and the angle. Okay, so, forgot to mention earlier that this scene is the one I will be performing. It wasn't the one I was planning on performing. I had an original plan when I went into Dollar Tree, but I wasn't able to find the right pieces for it, so instead, I went with this one, which means I may have missed some pieces, so let's hope not. So, let's start with this bag. We got the gun that Harvey uses. We got, okay, so we got this for Joker's hair, but he also wears a wig on top of that. So I have this one. Joker makeup right there and right here. I'm also going to try to use the darker colors for the burnt half of Harvey's face. I wasn't able to find anything for the white makeup on Joker, but it'll be fine. So I actually did get this, and it didn't come from the dollar store, but it did cost less than $1, so I think that is okay. Handcuffs, because Harvey's handcuffed to the bed. Some play money, literally just for a quarter out of it. This marker, so that I can mark up the half, make it burnt. That's for me. Face mask. Makeup wipes to make it easier to get off everything. And these, because Harvey's eye is exposed, so I'm going to cut one in half and use it. Alright, here's the scene. As you can see by the fact that I just changed my calendar, time has passed. I realized pretty quickly that I'm not able to do this one on my own, so I called in some help. So, let's go check in with the help. So when I asked Joe to come help me, he very quickly agreed, which was awesome. But unfortunately, I have moved recently, and we're not able to just do videos whenever we want to together anymore. So that's part of the reason why this episode took so long to come out, because we had to find a weekend that he could come over here where I am and record this video. So when we finally got that set, I asked him to document his trip, which he did do, but unfortunately the audio to the footage was lost, which is why I'm dubbing over it right now. But I figured, I still want to show you some of it, because he did do it, and it was a part of the original plan for the episode. So that's what this is. And anyway, I think I've kept you waiting long enough, so I'm finally going to get you into the scene right now. Clank, 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 clank. Hi. I don't want there to be any hard feelings between us, Harvey. When you and, Rachel! Rachel were being abducted, I was sitting in Gordon's cage. I didn't rig those charges.
Your men, your plan.
Do I really look like a guy with a plan? You know what I am? I'm a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I actually cut it. You know, I just do things. The mob has plans. The cops have plans. Gordon's got plans. They're schemers. Schemers trying to control their little worlds. I'm not a schemer. I try to show the schemers how pathetic their little attempts to control things are. So when I say, oh, come here. When I say that you and your girlfriend was nothing personal, you know I'm telling the truth. You were a schemer. You had plans. And now, look where that got you. I just did what I do best. I took your little plan and I turned it on itself. Look what I did to this city. With a few drums of gas and a couple of bullets. You know what I noticed? Nobody panics when things go according to plan. If tomorrow I tell the press that a gangbanger will be shot, or a truckload of soldiers will be blown to smithereens, nobody panics. But when I see that one little old mare will die, well then everybody loses their minds. Introduce a little anarchy. Upset the established order. Introduce a little chaos. I'm an agent of chaos. And you know the thing about chaos? It's fair.
You live. You die.
Ah, now we're talking. Well, now that video's finally over. I'd like to thank my friend Joe for doing an 11-hour round trip just to help me film this stupid video. And I have a couple of announcements before you go. First off, Serpentine Studios Live is kind of coming back. Not really. It won't be live streams, but it'll be the same format. Unfortunately, my internet where I'm currently living isn't good enough to handle a live stream. But I'm going to have a little card up in this corner where I want you to vote between 4 different game options that I will play on this return stream. The options are Bounce the Raccoon, The Sims 3, Mugen, or Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. And now...
Honestly, like 6 times I've looked at that and been like, what is on my face? Oh yeah.
So, if you have any ideas for the next episode, leave them down in the comments below, and if you see any that you like, give them a thumbs up. I'll see you next time on Viewer's Choice, but before you go, I'd like to introduce a new segment that I'm going to put on all my videos called Deleted Wikipedia Article, where I read you a title of a deleted Wikipedia article. This video was brought to you by... What was the title? Wait. No, this is okay. This is all okay. We're not cutting. This video is brought to you by My Baby is an Ugly Man.